Actors who were to portray the Munchkins in The Wizard of Oz arriving at MGM Studios in 1938. Mike, the Headless Chicken. He lived for 18 months after his head was almost completely chopped off. At the peak of his popularity, the chicken brought in $4,500 a month and was valued at $10,000. It's Pablo Picasso, 1904. In 1928, you could see a figure known as the Iceman delivering a 25-pound ice block in Houston, Texas. Chuck Jennings is racing his four-horse stagecoach against an American Airlines Douglas DC-3 airmail plane, showing off the competition between traditional and modern transport. This is in California, around 1939. Contestants in the 1930 Miss Lovely Eyes beauty pageant wear terrifying masks that show only their eyes, creating an eerie and unique competition. The Nanny, 1854. Sheep were used to keep the grass under control in London parks to cut costs. This was in Piccadilly around the early 1900s. Wernher von Braun, who designed the Saturn V, is posing in front of its engines in 1969. Braun was the head of the German rocket industry during World War II. At the end of the war, he was brought to the United States. Martin Luther King Jr. spent his life advocating for the rights of Black Americans. But in his downtime, he was also a talented pool player. Here he is making a trick shot in 1966. A girl, and she's got this really serious look on her face. German scientists are conducting wind tunnel tests on a Messerschmitt Bf 109. They're using the world's most advanced facility of the era. This happened in 1940. A London bus stopped to let another London bus pass in the 1960s. A woman is riding a Victorian-era bicycle, capturing a moment of early 20th century leisure in Chicago. The date is July 17, 1922. Malagasy prisoners during the Franco-Hova Wars, which led to the fall of the Merina Kingdom and Madagascar becoming a French colony. Madagascar around 1895. Callie Campbell, who is 11 years old, picks 75 to 125 pounds of cotton a day. She totes 50 pounds of it when the sack gets full. She says, "No, I don't like it very much." This is Pottawatomie County, Oklahoma, on October 16, 1916. At an American cemetery, two dungaree-clad Coast Guardsmen are paying silent homage to the memory of a fellow Coast Guardsman. He lost his life in action in the Ryukyu Islands around 1945. The Vespa 150 Tap Troop Aeroportate, or in Italian Airborne Troops, was an anti-tank scooter made in the 1950s. $3 million volts hit a car in the Westinghouse Electric Corporation in Pittsburgh for a lightning test around the 1940s. The passenger remained unharmed. We're at the Electrolux factory during the 1930s. It looks like they're making refrigerators. There are two Native American elders, and they're wearing traditional clothes. They're talking about policy with someone who works for President Coolidge. There's a dog, a baby, and a couple traveling in a car from the 1930s. The Bride of Notre Dame, 1949. All right, here we have a radiology nurse. She's wearing protective gear from 1918. Students in a 1960s typing class cover their faces to focus on memorizing the keys, showcasing an old-school approach to learning. 1960s. Nikola Tesla's foot X-ray taken by himself on a machine he designed was made in 1896. Two girls are watching children playing outside London tenements. It's capturing a post-war moment of longing and resilience. This is Southeast London, 1946. A Swedish bride around 1880. A folding bridge for emergencies invented by L. Death. It's easily transported on a handcart. This was in the Netherlands, but the location is unknown in 1926. This is about a Holocaust survivor and the soldier who rescued her in 1944. The Verrazano Bridge is taking shape during its construction, and it's soon going to be a landmark connection between Staten Island and Brooklyn. This is New York City, 1964. The year is 1945, and this is a description of wedding rings. A couple is at Penn Station saying goodbye. He's shipping off to war. This is during World War II in New York in 1943. A man is looking at women's bathing suits to check the length. He'll give out fines if they're too short. This was in 1920. Instead of exercise, they used electricity to help people lose weight during the 1960s. This is a room full of competitors at the 1980 Space Invaders video game World Championships. Someone is sunbathing with a foldable reflector in the Netherlands in 1961. The bullet bra is a full support bra. It has cups shaped like a paraboloid. The axis is perpendicular to the breast. This was from 1952. Female volunteers participated in experiments where they were intentionally given a respiratory infection for research purposes. 1955. The man is showing off a steel cap, some splinter goggles. You get your vision through thin slits in the goggles, and a steel dagger gauntlet. These were all made for the British military during World War I. The first post-war cycle train went from Los Angeles to San Diego in 1946. Daytona Beach, 1903. Women enjoy their lunch break by skipping in the streets, capturing a joyful moment. London, 1953. Farmers in the United States in the 1920s were making a smooth transition to power tillers. Two German soldiers wearing gas masks are sitting with their dogs in eastern Prussia. The year is 1932. Tailor Franz Reichelt designed a parachute suit for pilots in the early days of flight. Confident after dummy tests, he tested it himself in 1912 by jumping from the Eiffel Tower. This fan-powered car might have made more of a splash today than in the 1910s, considering the worries about climate change. The Goshen. Indiana. Farm boy here again among his chickens with a toy wheelbarrow. He might have used it to deliver corn to feed them. This was in the 1930s or 1940s. An ostrich is reading the caretaker's newspaper. The year is 1951. Josephine Myrtle Corbin from Texas, 1868 to 1928, was the world's only four-legged woman. October 26, 1956. The world's smallest man is dancing with his pet cat. On September 3, 1967, Sweden switched from driving on the left to the right side of the road. This golf robot taught the art of the perfect swing to golfers in the 1920s. It's about the Bikini Atoll nuclear test. There was an underwater detonation of a 23-kiloton nuclear weapon, and it happened in 1946. This store, owned by a man of Japanese ancestry, is closed following evacuation orders in Oakland, California, in April of 1942. After the attack on Pearl Harbor, the owner had placed the "I am an American" sign in the storefront window. A diamond mine worker gets X-rayed at the end of each shift before leaving the mines. This happened in South Africa in 1954. Ella Harper, known as the Camel Girl. Born with a rare condition, her knees bent backward, allowing her to walk on all fours. She toured in the 1900s with various sideshows. Her condition, known as genu recurvatum, gave her a unique appearance. She reportedly earned $200 a week. She expressed her desire to leave the sideshow life and get an education. Soldiers are getting off of ships ready to face battle during World War II, 1944. The design was created for easy maintenance and repair of the engine in the Netherlands in 1949. The Lincoln Memorial is under construction, showing the early stages of one of Washington, D.C.'s most iconic landmarks. Washington, D.C., 1907. Malcolm X is kidding around with Muhammad Ali, New York, 1963. A construction worker hangs from an industrial crane during the construction of the Empire State Building. It was October 29, 1930. Nikola Tesla stands beside his magnifying transmitter in his laboratory, showcasing his groundbreaking work in electrical engineering, 1899. Michael Jackson is posing with a kitten in the 1970s. A homeless family walks from Phoenix to San Diego in 1939. A doting mother tries to shield her baby from blizzard-like conditions in Central Park during a snowy day in 1964. Life unfolds amidst the towering buildings and bustling avenues. New York, 1949. Ernest Hemingway fishing, 1904. A line of lovely beachgoers posed together on the sunny beach of Coney Island in 1965. Michael Caine, 1965. (1940). Boys are reading a comic book in Liverpool. A mother covers her face in shame as she offers her children for sale, a heartbreaking glimpse into post-war hardship. Chicago, 1948. This strange watercraft, an experimental torpedo boat, is doing test runs in the Detroit River near Detroit, Michigan, on December 28, 1940. A mailman is posing with his heavy load of Christmas mail and parcels. This was in Chicago, 1929. The Pillow Fight, 1964. It's a glimpse into everyday life, capturing the essence of an era, circa 1900. A housewife is taking frozen Long Johns off the washing line. It's the 1940s. So this is about a Halloween slick chick beauty contest. This happened in Anaheim, California back in 1947. A chimney sweep and his hard-working assistant in 1877. Dust Bowl refugees are heading west to start a new life in 1939. Rita Hayworth's out riding a bike with some friends, heading to a picnic in the Hollywood Hills. This was back in 1940. The reactor was destroyed after the Chernobyl disaster. During a boat trip taken in 1957, British actress Joan Collins carefully carried and caressed this super cute kitty. The 369th Infantry Regiment, also known as the Harlem Hellfighters, a well-known New York-based black regiment during World War I, is returning home. 1919. There's a farm boy in Goshen, Indiana, taking care of his chickens. He's got a toy wheelbarrow, probably using it to bring them corn to eat. It's the 1930s or 40s.